30-year-old guys pretending to be high schoolers. I don't see what the big deal is. I'm sure in some areas that's perfectly normal. Hello and welcome to my review of 21 Jump Street, starring Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, and Ice Cube. 21 Jump Street centers on two cops, Schmidt, played by Jonah Hill, and Janko, played by Channing Tatum. After a failed drug bust, they are reassigned to a unit that is based in this place called 21 Jump Street, which is this group of people that is hired to infiltrate high schools to take down drug cartels. So when 21 Jump Street was first announced, people were a little skeptical. I mean, how can you possibly make an 80s series that was this corny into a good movie? The filmmakers have realized this and turned this thing into not only a great farce and a great parody of the original 21 Jump Street, but one of the most fast-paced and hilarious comedies that's come out in quite a long time. The cast in here is just brilliant. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum have a great buddy cop chemistry going on here. The two of them are perfect for the roles. Jonah Hill is more of an intellectual guy, and Channing Tatum is just kind of a dumbass, basically. And I love how the situation this movie puts their characters in, because essentially the whole backstory behind their character is that Channing Tatum bullied Jonah Hill's character in high school, and they met as cops and became friends, and now Jonah Hill, when they're undercover, Jonah Hill becomes the cool kid and Channing Tatum becomes the nerd to show how much times have changed. And I really like that situation, and I think these two guys play that to great comedic effect. And I have to say, I was especially surprised by Channing Tatum, considering I'm never impressed by his performances in anything. But I gotta say, he was very funny here, and he has pretty good comedic timing. I was very surprised. And also, you can't talk about this movie without mentioning the standout supporting role of Ice Cube, who's absolutely hilarious as he puts it, stereotypical angry black police chief who completely embraces his stereotype. He's fantastic, and all of his angry yelling rants are simply hysterical. I love this movie's pacing and timing of jokes. This movie is directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who previously did the wonderful animated movie called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That movie demonstrated just a manic sense of comedic pacing. Joke, 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 joke throughout the entire film. And not only were they great jokes, but they were inside jokes. They were meta jokes. And this movie takes that style and turns it into a raunchy R-rated comedy, and it is absolutely hilarious. There are very few times that this movie is having any real downtime. It's mostly just comedic set pieces, and 90% of them work and hit and make you laugh like crazy. I love this movie's way of using meta and psychedelic humor while not shoving it down your throat to the point where it gets annoying or tiresome. It is just the minor amount of self-referential jokes as well as just broad comedy strokes. And finally, the movie succeeds as an action comedy. Every single action sequence here is well shot, very funny, and it is actually kind of intense, especially this one really funny sequence that is the standout action scene of the film, where Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum are chasing down the drug dealers in a driver's ed car, and that's all I'm going to say. If I had any complaints about this movie, is that it's just fairly predictable. You see where the whole thing's going the entire time. There's very little moments in this movie where it really veers off the beaten path of storyline, besides this whole little twist they've put on it with the popularity thing. But other than that, it's a fairly standard story, but that's not a big deal because it's so well told and so funny. Overall, 21 Jump Street is exactly what any person would want who goes to see a comedy. It's just a fun, fast-paced movie that you'll laugh a whole hell of a lot at, and that is easily worth meriting a 3-star out of 4 rating. Go check this movie out. It's hilarious, and you'll have a fantastic time watching it. And that was my review of 21 Jump Street. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'm Movie Kid Mike, making sure your time is worth your money.